Mark Warnke. People call me the goat guy. So it's kidding season again, and we just had our first babies born here on Ripple Ranch. These guys are 1 day old, so they're going on their second day. We just pulled them off yesterday morning or afternoon. They didn't feed well last night, which is not uncommon when we're transferring them from mama to a bottle because they have a little hard time figuring out the bottle. And then this morning, they both drank for the first time. So now they finally have some experience. And I'll show you those other times when we're doing it literally the first time. Sometimes it takes a little time. You got to remember, these new little babies getting used to the nipple, it's confusing for them, but one of the fastest ways to help them out is to let them get a little hungry. And so hunger goes a long way. So I'm going to show you kind of our process. Trish is actually better at it than I am. She has more patience, and she's just kind of got that feminine side to it. But these little guys fed this morning. They're not going to drink very much. Remember, their stomachs right now are about the size of a walnut. So they're really full if they drink just a little bit down. So we feed a little more frequently in the beginning. If we can get 4 feedings in a day, that's great. But we really, once they start drinking, we feed 3 times a day when they're this little for the first month. So we'll get her up. How you doing? You're the little girl. You look so good. Hi there, Sniglet. Look how cute she is.
Sniglet, look how cute she is.
All right, so I always like to back their butt kind of up into me because they always like to kind of push away from you. And then we just present the bottle. She doesn't really know what it is yet. So we're gonna kind of open her mouth, push it in there, and then I line it out. And this bottle, the milk pours out of it. Okay, she's trying. Get your tongue right. Get your tongue right. And they just kind of mouth it for a little bit. Right now, that's actually pouring in her mouth. If I put the bottle straight up, it would just gush down her throat. So we just kind of keep it in position until they kind of get a latch. Ooh, what she almost got right there. Come on, sweetie, you can do it. You can do it. And you can see how I'm using this finger to keep her on the bottle right, because they kind of move around. And okay, you're trying. I can see it. She just hasn't got quite the latch yet. Sometimes it helps to kind of pull it away. They kind of try to grab it. Sometimes it helps to kind of push it back and forth, and then they get a hold of it. There she goes. There, see? So she got it. So you can hear now, if I'm quiet. Good girl. Good girl. You did so good. So now she's having a struggle again. She's moving from side to side. See how I'm using my left hand to keep her lined up in the center of the bottle. And we'll pull it away a little bit, make her reach for it. Try to kind of get her back into position. Ooh, you almost had it. Almost had it. Come on, sweetie. You got it. You got it. Just got to get her tongue right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So that was the I need a break for a second. She's kind of just woke up too. So I'm going to try the little boy, let her bounce around for a minute. Come here, little booglet. Wow, he's big. You are big. How are you doing? Try to get him kind of woken up. Hi there, sweetie. All right, you ready? Ooh, you already know what it is. This is gonna go better, I can tell. There we go, latched on right out of the gate. So this guy's just a little more experienced. He lost it again. So we'll see how I'm using my left and my right hand to keep it kind of in the center of him. There we go. Oh, there we go. Going to town. So you can see it's kind of a little trial and error. He's gonna slow down because again, he's kind of getting a lot. Ooh, that's good. So he's looking for it. Here in a couple of days, they'll just latch on and I don't have to put it in their mouth. Come on. Okay, come here. Come here, you little stinker. All right, let's try again. Yep, he tried to root. There we go. He's on good. Nice, good job, buddy. Okay, so he lost suction. I'm gonna try to let him do it again now on his own because he's kind of got some experience with it. Ooh, that was good. You did good. Nice. So this guy's going to town. So it's nice for you to see these two goats, one that's struggling, one that's kind of not, but still only one day into figuring it out. Okay, so look how much. So we started out about right here. He's down to right here. I'll probably give him one more little session. How do you think? By the way, too, this is an example of a guy who in the womb was kind of bound up, and you can see he's just starting to stand up straight, but he's been walking on his front knees quite a bit. These ligaments and tendons sometimes have a hard time forming and being stiff, so it's not uncommon for them to walk like, see this foot right here, he's placing it down like that. He doesn't have the strength to open his legs. That can be very normal, especially in situations with triplets and quads, because they're all just wadded up in there. So this is where we want to get to, where he's searching for the bottle on his own, where I'm not having to open his mouth. Let's give him one more. There he goes. You got it, buddy. So I'll give him one more little session. Okay, so he's full. You can feel his little belly. It's kind of full. We don't want to promote over drinking with these guys. There is a thing called overeating disorder. And when they get overeating, they can actually die of it. So you don't want to like pressure little babies to drink a lot. You just kind of want to get them to drink what they're willing to drink. And sometimes these little guys, you got to like really pry open their mouth. They don't get it. So this little girl, she's just still working on it. Here you go. You're gonna suck on a finger, huh? And there's nothing like a little competition of another goat next to him trying to go. She still hasn't latched on. She's just fiddle farting around. And again, sometimes with these guys, like the depth can make a difference. There, did you see how I pushed it down in and she took it? So sometimes you got to mess around with the depth. It helps to have them. And she obviously is one that when you put the nipple deeper in her mouth, she figures it out. You gonna keep going, sweetie? Okay, so we'll pull it out a little and try to kind of push it in deep again and see if that helps her. Now again, I want you to see this bottle, so watch. When I tip it, milk actually spills out. So she's getting milk. And some of these, if you see, you can see if I pour it instantly upside and I put it up, it's gonna drown her. So that's why you'll see me kind of having the bottle low when I begin, and then I'm just slightly tilting it. And again, she's still not latched on. She's having a hard time. Come on, sweetie, you got it. She's just mouthing it. So I'm gonna pull it out a little bit, push it back in a little bit. And you just kind of have to be patient with it till she figures it out. She's just in the process of it. So, and then remember, oh, there she goes. Okay. Okay. All right, see how much she got. Okay, so she drank about that much. So I probably would try her one more time, give her a little bit of a break, feed her one more time and call it good. So that's what you got to do with these little nuggets. And remember, if you're gonna bottle feed, pulling off in the first 24 hours is what we suggest you do. It gives the doe a full day to learn how to take care of a baby, but it doesn't get the baby so used to the mama's teat that they battle the bottle. Every day you take longer to introduce a baby goat to the bottle, the harder it's gonna be. So we give them the 24 hours so they get the colostrum. This is actually their mother's milk that we're milking from her and giving to them, so they're still getting the colostrum. But we now have easy to handle, super bonded, little easy to handle goats when we bottle feed them. And we can begin milking the mother and she produces extra. And so we're feeding babies and ourselves at the same time. So we'll give her one more little stab. And each time you do this, she's gonna get a little bit better. See her tongue sticking out of the side? So she needs to learn how to line her tongue out. Okay, you got it. Come on, get on there. Oh, girl. Come on, girl. She's working. She's working. You don't got it yet. Okay, you can see again, I'm moving it kind of in and out. Trisha will do a lot of this. She puts her head down on here because remember when they're feeding on the underside of the the dough, their head is against the udder. And so a lot of times a little bit of pressure here can get them to root. So Trisha does a lot of leaning her chin over and putting them against her neck. She's actually better at it than me, but my system works as well. So I hope you find that helpful. Remember, if you need help learning how to raise goats, we got all kinds of courses, how to raise a baby, milking courses, and all that stuff. That's our expertise here at Ripple Ranch, is teaching people how to raise goats. So you can find all that stuff on PackGoats.com, and I hope you find that helpful. Mark Warnke, the Goat Guy, signing out.